Trojans will put total leather to crank us up. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
Virginia offense will take over 1st and 10.
Offense working from the pistol. To the air on 1st down. Feeling some heat. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30+.
And I love it. First play of the game, they're trusting their quarterback to take a shot. He got the coverage he wanted. He found his one-on-one matchup, and his guy made a play. You cannot start better than that, fellas.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Green. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Offense set on 1st down.
Here we go.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Branch. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me, RD.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Satellite, 414 satellite.
Hand off from the shotgun. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game picking up the 1st down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He caught it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Brings up third and goal. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, West Virginia 7, USC 0.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Fast motion from the offense. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And they will score! Touchdown, Trojans! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ray. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Tackle is made after the first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He wants to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to it.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
The give to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking for a man. It's Green. Quarterback adapting. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the pass hits, picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Bringing it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The give on the inside. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. The play-action fake. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, they faked it. Snapped it to the up man. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
And obviously you're trying to catch him off guard, but it didn't work. I'm not a fan of fake punts. I'd rather put my offense on the field and guys that do this for a living all the time and are really good at it, but...
And that pass intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Dropping back, it's Green. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he's got it inside the 20. They finally make the stop. That's gonna make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break.
With the score, USC 14, West Virginia 7.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room. Bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Branch. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Strong, firm tackle.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like...
Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab on the right. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Touchdown, Mountaineers. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Trying to impose their will with the run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
That's caught. It's Marks. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. And the Trojans are rolling down the field.
221 wing, 221 wing. Ready.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down.
Charcoal, charcoal, charcoal. Convoy, convoy.
Keeps it on the bootleg. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Let's it fly. Boy, is that one he wishes he could have back. A total misfire.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. On the move at the 30. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. To the air, it's Green. Using his feet to buy time. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Brings it down on the right side. It's first down from the 37-yard line. They go to the ground. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
One of the things you have to be impressed about this defense is that they've got guys in the back end who can cover man-to-man or zone. That last one gets swatted away. They're in a situation where they're expecting pass. You know this is going to be a tight window to throw into if you're the quarterback here.
Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. Fourth down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football, fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
At the 40, there he goes. All kinds of running room. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in.